Hello everyone, welcome to the long-awaited sketchbook tour. Woo! I know you all have been requesting this for so long and I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to film it. I've just been really busy and haven't had a lot of time to film and stuff, but yeah, we're doing that today, so let's go! Before we start, however, I just want to give a big thank you to having 10,000 subscribers. What? That's crazy, and I'm so grateful that you all are here. It's like actually wild to me how much we've grown in the past year. Like, I remember when I first started my channel, I was grateful if I got like 500 views on a video, and now we're here. So I'm just so grateful for all of you, and I want to do like a 10,000 subscriber special. So if you have any ideas for that, make sure to let me know, because I definitely want to do something to celebrate you guys. So yeah, thank you so much. All right, let's get on with the sketchbook tour. As you can tell, the sketchbook is very thick. Yeah, it's falling apart a little bit, but yeah, this is my favorite sketchbook I've ever done, and I'm so excited to tour it for you guys. Starting with the outside, you guys know all of my stickers I either make or I get from like the dollar store or are gifted to me. So yeah, these are all the stickers that I have on it though. I really love the way that they look, and the stars I think are very nice. So yeah, that's the outside. The type of sketchbook that it is the premium sketchbook. It has 192 pages, but I used a lot for like projects, so you can see there's a lot of pages missing, but that's okay. So yeah, let's get started with the tour. My goals for this sketchbook were to practice anatomy, do the 100 heads challenge, work on improving my color palette / color theory, and have fun. So yeah, and I actually didn't do a lot of that. I practiced a little bit of anatomy. I tried the 100 heads challenge, but I didn't actually finish it. I did like 6 days of it, which is still a lot, but not the whole thing. And then I didn't work on my color palettes at all. I completely forgot about that one, but I did have fun. So, you know, kind of successful, I guess. I started this sketchbook February 28th and I ended it July 15th. I know as of recording, I'm recording this video right now, and I think it's like the 28th or something like that. So I know it's been a little bit, but yeah, we're doing it, so that's good. Here we've got the first page of my sketchbook. This is just a little self-portrait. I really like it. It's watercolor and there's some shiny paint. So yeah, I made a community post asking if you guys wanted a longer video or a shorter video. The majority of the comments said longer, so that's what I'll be doing. Here we've got the first like spread. I did a leg study because I'm really bad at drawing legs. I want to get better. And yeah, this was originally going to be the first page, but I took it out because I like the other one better. And yeah, we just got a bunch of random doodles and stuff. Yeah, I really love these legs right here. They're nice. It's like I did the sketch and then I drew over it. So yeah. Here I designed some little characters for a project I did at in my art class. It was like a pen and ink drawing, and I used a lot of hatching and stuff, but it was really fun, and I love these two characters. I really need to draw them more. I don't know why I forgot about them, but I need to remember to draw them more. They're so cute, and they need names, so if you want to name them, go right on ahead. Here is a little like watercolor page that I stuck in. It was inspired by B-Doobie Doobies, I think that's how you pronounce their name. The new song, Take a Bite. It was kind of popular at the time, so yeah. I don't really like this page. It looked very nice before I colored it in, but the pencil smudged a lot. So yeah, but I really like the fish here, and I like this little doll. It's just the pencil smudges really kind of messed it up for me, but I do like the fruit too. It's just the faces. So yeah, here I started the 100 head challenge, and it's a pretty boring page. We've just got like a waterfall card and some doodles to fill up the space. But yeah, it's okay. I wish I added color, but I was very like tired after the first day of drawing heads, so I didn't want to add anything to it. So yeah. Here we've got some watercolor drawings. This is like on watercolor paper, and then I stuck it in. But we've got Ponyo and Totoro, which are two of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. They are so good, and I love Studio Ghibli so much. I love it so much. So yeah, I like this page a lot more than this one, but I think that they're both really cute. And yeah, I love little Ponyo. They did smudge a little bit, so that made me kind of sad. Like you can see some smudging, but it's nice. It's okay. Here we got sort of a concept for a character. She's not really fully fleshed out yet, but yeah, this is a me. So if you ever see that name written down, this is her. But yeah, here is a stuffed animal of mine. His name is Theodore. I love Theodore so much. Theodore and I were good pals. But yeah, I think I really captured the fuzziness of him well, and his little glossy eyes. Yeah, he's a very cute frog. One of my favorite stuffed animals. Here I did more of the 100 heads challenge and all that. The ones that I colored in are my favorite ones, except for that I don't like this one. These 4 I really like. So yeah, this was probably my favorite day, like my best day, because I got 4 really solid heads that I'm still like really proud of. But yeah, I have a few more that I like here and there that I didn't want to color because it's ballpoint pen, and I didn't know how a purple pen would react to alcohol markers. So yeah, but I really love this face and that face. These 2 are my favorite. Yeah, I was getting really tired at this point though, because 100 heads is a lot. I love this face, but it looks a lot like Alphaba, which I didn't realize at the time, but now looking back on it, I think that's kind of funny. That's Alphaba. And then we got a bunch of random stuff, doodles. This was like a movable fish tank, but it broke, so we can't move it anymore. And this is a sticky note that I found on the ground at my school. So yeah. Here we got more heads. Oh my goodness, shocker. I do not like these heads. So yeah, I was getting really sick of drawing heads. The burnout was hitting me hard, and then when I did this page, I did my heads, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna color it in to get myself excited about it. And then all the ballpoint pens smudged and stuff, and I just kept on going to see if one of them wouldn't, but everything smudged. So I just stopped coloring them, and I'm kind of sad about it because I liked these heads a lot. This one was one of my best heads that I had drawn, and now they're gone. So sad. Over here, I think I gave up. Yeah, that was my last day of 100 heads, I think. Yeah, and I gave up, and I started drawing other things, and I was so happy to stop because I was very much burnt out from drawing the heads. Here I drew Curtis Connor. If you don't know who he is, he's like a commentary YouTuber. I really love watching his videos, and I think he's really funny. So yeah. And then we got a bunch of little doodles. I love these little guys. And I was doing a linocut block printing like unit in my art class, and I chose the fish as my project, but I really like that sun. So yeah. Here is a more fleshed out drawing of the fish. I love this drawing so much. I think it turned out so cute. Here's a lady with some wiggly hair, and I was really loving drawing this fish, so I drew a bunch of other fish and like sea creatures and stuff. So yeah, we got a little underwater astronaut looking thing, a manatee, and a bunch of other guys. So yeah, I really like the blue of this page. This page is kind of boring, but I still like it. It's nice. Over here, I think I recorded this page and this one too actually, but here I painted my jewelry of the day. I really want to do this again because I thought it was a very cool concept, and yeah, I love wearing jewelry and stuff, so I gotta show you all my accessories, you know? But yeah, my sister drew me this drawing, and so she asked me to like redraw it, and so I did. I'm not a big fan of this, but it made her happy, so I'm happy. And then we got a bunch of random stuff. This little guy is actually on my desk. This is Silly Billy. You might have seen him in my desk tour, but yeah, he just hangs out on top of my tripod because yeah, he has a little magnet in him, so he just sticks to it. He's very cute. This is Paul McCartney, and I drew little bows on his cheeks, and I really like the drawing. I think it's very fun, and then I also think this drawing is very funny. And then all the doodles are nice. I drew these like frog-looking characters. It's an African rain frog, and that's like my favorite animal. I think they're so cute, and they have little booties, and yeah, they're very adorable and cute. If you ever want to like see a cute video, look up them like squeaking. It's very adorable. They go like bleh. I love it. My friend drew these for me, so I filled the whole page with cats. So yeah, and then we got some doodles and stuff, some gum. I like this drawing, and some little bouncing star. Yeah. Here is me and my cousin. I'm a big fan of this drawing. I think it's cute. And then we got some Chihuahua characters. I haven't like watched or read any of Chikawa, but I think they look so cute and I really want to like see more of the media that they're in and stuff. But yeah, I love Chikawa character designs. And then we got a little bear. Yeah, the marker's kind of smudging, but that's okay. And I'm not a big fan of this drawing, so don't look at that. I love this drawing though. I think it looks so pretty. I saw something like this on Pinterest, so I drew it. And I love it so much. And then we got a bunch of doodles. I had my sister give me like emotions to draw, and I drew a bunch of different faces that kind of represented those emotions, and I love them so much. This page, I tried to do fisheye perspective, and it went well, but I didn't really know what to draw, so there's not a lot in it, but I like it. And then I drew me in my outfit that I was wearing that day, and then a little camera, and I like this portrait a lot. I think it looks nice, and I like the little pattern in the background. Here we've got that OC me that I was talking about earlier, and I think I made a video on this, but it's like a little spinny background. Yeah. This is some of my friends' art that they asked me to tape in my sketchbook, and then I drew this little thing inspired by like children's storybooks and stuff. I really like it. Then we've got a portrait on like watercolor, and I really like this page. It's very much like retro colors and stuff, and I really like it. I think it's very fun, and I really like that telephone. So yeah, I was really wanting summer to be there. Here I got some new markers. This was like around, this was not around Christmas time, but I got together with some of my family like after Christmas, like later, and they gave me some markers. So yeah, that was very fun. I got some hands. I'm a big fan of these hands. I really love, and I did these in watercolor, and I love the way that they turned out. Here's just a bunch of random doodles. I went to a cat cafe and I got a little drink and I got to see some cute kitties, and yeah, my mom voted for something, so she just gave me the sticker, and I like this drawing. Here we've got some acrylic marker like drawings and stuff. I'm a huge fan of this eye. I love the way that it turned out, and I love the color palette of this page. The background is everything. I love it so much. Little goober. But yeah, I love this page so much. I think it's so cute. And I love, there's like shiny purple mixed into each of the drawings. I don't know if you can really tell, but on the nails, you can kind of see it. But yeah, I love this page. And then I did some studies. Here is, I think these are feet studies. I know, feet, but yeah. I think they turned out pretty good. Toes. There's definitely some that are better than others, but I'm pretty happy with it because I am not good at drawing feet, so yeah. And then we got some hand drawings. I like these. I think they're pretty good. Like that one's good. Chikawa. And then we got some arms, I think. Yeah, arms. And then like a fist. These are my least favorite. More Chikawa. And then we got some Avatar: The Last Airbender characters. I am a huge fan of the show. This is like my comfort show. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender so much. I spent so much time on this page. I'm so happy with it, and I definitely want to do stuff like this again. So yeah. Here's another one of my favorite pages. I love the composition, the colors, everything. The shiny paint, there used to be like kind of shimmery paint, but it kind of faded, and I'm kind of sad about that. But yeah, I love this so much. I think this drawing is beautiful, and the fish are gorgeous. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, I love this page so much. It's so good. Here, I went to see the Minecraft movie with my family, and I drew Steve, and I made a video about it. It's like, I am Steve. So yeah, if you want to check that out. Yeah. But here's just some random drawings of stuff that was on my desk. I did not know what to do to fill the page, so yeah, it's kind of boring, but I like this drawing. There's a song that I like an old song, and it goes like, love is like a violin. Yeah, my singing is terrible, but I drew a violin, and I really love the way that it turned out, so yeah. And then we got a camera, some random doodles. This is a coloring page that I filled out in one of my classes. I don't know, it's kind of random, but a little dragonfly. Then we got an Easter bunny because it was Easter, and I opened like an Easter like fortune telling, but it was like an egg, and it says I have an extravagant personality. I was very happy, so I put it in there. And then we got a bunch of random doodles. My friends and I in my art class made this wheel where if you spin it and whatever it lands on, you draw. So that's what I got. I drew a bunch of different things and it was very fun. I love this page. Looks very good. Oh, I like this page because these little guys, they go up and down. Yay! And then we just got a bunch of random doodles. I love the contrast between a black background and lighter pieces. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about the drawings, like these drawings on the page, but it's okay. I like the little collage-y elements that I added to it, so it's okay. Here we got a bunch of random stuff. These were some Beetle characters. I looked up like early Beetle character drawings and stuff, and this was like some show that they got, so yeah. And then I got a few new clothes for summer. I got like a Queen t-shirt and a Rolling Stones tank top and just some other stuff, so it was exciting, so I made a little page about it. I did some doodles in class and stuff, and I love these little things that I slapped on there. I think they look really cute. And then some Old Navy tags. But yeah. Oh, this leaf has seen better days. This page, I just have a bunch of random sketches and stuff. I did this drawing with one line, and I really want to get back to doing that because I love drawing with one line. I think it's really fun. It's very freeing, so yeah. Then we got a bunch of doodles and stuff, and the little palettes. Yeah, just randomness. Here, who would have guessed it? More doodles. Oh my goodness. These I think are really funny. Yeah, I love these two drawings. And then we got Ringo from the Beatles. I love the Beatles so much. I just showed you that page about them. Yeah, I love the Beatles so much. Ringo is one of the Beatles. Remember, he's the drum player for the Beatles, and I found a picture of him where he has like a magnifying glass up to his mouth, and it makes his mouth look all huge and stuff, and I think it looks so funny, so I drew it. Yeah, I hope it looks like him. And then I redrew an old character from an older sketchbook. Right there. This is like a fortune teller I made, and I just stuck it in. So yeah. I got a pencil. Let me see if I can find it actually. It's a multicolored pencil, and it's really fun to draw with, very freeing and stuff. And I love the texture that it has and like the colors that it gives, and I think it looks really cool. So yeah. And I love this face. I drew this face from memory, like just from my head, and I'm so proud of it. I think it looks very good. So yeah. Here, this was like one of the last weeks of school, and I was feeling it because it was just like kind of a stressful time, but we're good because I love the color palette of this page and I love this drawing, and I looked up some cool fonts and I love the fonts, so yeah. Here, some more stuff. This is a self-portrait, but I don't really like it. I don't really like the body, I like the face, so just look at that. And then I like this drawing. It's one of my sister's favorite drawings in my sketchbook, so that's nice. Some more doodles and stuff, bubblegum wrappers, whatever. It's very colorful, and I like the composition of like the way that it kind of flows and stuff. So yeah. This page is very empty, but I had no motivation to actually fill it out, so here we are. I did this little study of like a hand on hip pose, and then I put sticky notes over it and colored it in. So yeah. Then we got some cats, and then this cool thing, which turns, yeah, pretty snazzy if I do say so myself. So it's pretty cool. And then we got some more leaves, because leaves are one of my favorite ways to fill up spreads if I don't know what to do, like pressed plants and stuff. I do that all the time. Okay, here we got some acrylic paint swatches and stuff, and then some doodles. Steve Le Poisson, because he was everywhere. I love Steve, he's so cute. And just some random text and stuff. This is from when I was doing those random drawing prompts. I'm really happy with this drawing. I think it looks so good. I kind of forgot about that series. If you want me to bring it back, I can. I still have the little slips of paper and stuff, so yeah. But I love this drawing so much, and the shiny paint on it, still shiny. Yeah, I love it. CDs. Here we got a very earthy collage. For those of you who are wondering like where I get my collage pieces from, I get a lot of them just from like random magazines and stuff, and I buy like little collage sets from like Michael's and like Hobby Lobby and like Amazon, a bunch of random places, and yeah, I just stick those in, and I think it looks very nice. I love this turtle, this dancing turtle I found in a magazine. But yeah, Here, this page is kind of empty, but I really like it. I took a bunch of old pictures from like Nat Geo magazines and stuff, and I stuck them in, and then I did a bunch of like orange and blue, and I love that color combo, so it was fun. And then my friend made me this drawing, and I think it looks very beautiful. Okay, yeah, moving on. Here is the second one that I did of the drawing random things, whatever, with the prompt. Yeah, I think it looks okay. It's not my favorite, but I do like how I added magazine texture. I don't know if you can tell, but like the shiny parts are like magazines, so that's kind of fun. And then we did some random drawings. We got some random drawings from Pinterest. I don't like this face very much, but I like this one, so yeah. Here I drew like a ballerina sort of pose, and I really like it. I was super happy with it, and then I drew like these sunglasses, and then that's me. I like that drawing a lot. This is, and then I had like a video where it was like your sign to draw you holding your OC, and then this is me holding me, which is her name, but yeah. And then we got this drawing. Yeah, I'm happy. I like this page a lot. It's fun, it's vibrant. I like it. I got some new crayon like thingies. They're like kind of like, it's almost like drawing with lipstick in a way, but I really like it. They're these like crayon things. I need to draw with them more, but I don't like how they smudge so much, so yeah, I just need to balance it out. But yeah, I love this page so much. I just gotten some new pens and stuff, and I was so inspired, so I drew myself, and then I drew the new crowns that I got and the pens. I was so happy with this page. I love it so much. I think it turned out so good. I love this drawing, so yeah. If you have been around on my channel for a while, you have seen the video that this is from. Yeah, I just taped it in there randomly. And here we got some more drawings. This is a picture of my friend and a bunch more little like random doodles from my camera roll. I really like them though. I think it's fun. Here we got some hands, because I always need to work on my hands. I like this one, but I'm not a big fan of all the other ones. And then we got a bunch of random stuff. That's a self-portrait. I think it looks really close to me, so yeah, that's kind of fun. I'm glad I'm getting more accurate. And this thingy, very cool, very cool. And then just like the instructions from my pens that I got. Yeah. Here I did a drawing from a live stream. I don't know if you guys were there, but for those of you who were, I had a lot of fun, so thank you for drawing with me. And we got some gum, and then there's some little guys in here. Little goobers. But yeah. Go in. Okay. Colors, and then I love this page. I just drew a bunch of random stuff from my camera roll also. And it was very fun. I love to do that. If you don't know what to draw, just draw random stuff from your camera roll. Super fun. Here I drew a bunch of robots, and I'm super happy with them because I didn't sketch this out or anything. I just took like my fountain pen and I just like did it, and I'm really happy with that. I really loved that. So yeah, the percentages mean nothing. Yeah, they're just random cutouts from a magazine. And then got some funny little characters, and then I drew my friend. It was one of those like 0.5 forehead pictures or whatever, and I thought it was really funny, so I drew her, yeah. Here, this is my cousin. We were listening to some Taylor Swift together, so yeah. And then I drew a bunch of poses, and then I designed like some characters to go on top of them. I really like this page. It's very fun, and I like that bow a lot. I love this pattern here. I wish I had continued it like other places, but I forgot about it, so yeah. And then I did this picture that I found on Pinterest, and I love the shading that I did. So yeah. Another random picture from Pinterest, and that's a little portrait of me, a little doodle. And I was watching Anne with an E. I love that show, and yeah, it was very fun. I loved watching it. If you want to talk about Anne with an E, I'll talk about it with you. And then Raina Telminger was one of my first art inspirations, so I drew me and my sister in her style, and I love it. So yeah, here we got a big portrait of a face. Very fun. I love this drawing. I think it's really cool, and I love the little pink peeking out on the sides. It's very nice. And then we got a bunch of random doodles. I actually like this side profile. I don't think it's too bad, and I like how the palette looks. So yeah. Here we got some wings, and I love this like stippling like low contrast, like high contrast. It's black and white photo. I think that that's very fun. I really want to do more of that. And then this drawing I actually did for a video, which kind of recently, it was like a few weeks ago, I think, but the video was redrawing old art, and I redrew an old portrait, and I really liked the video. So if you want to go check that out, you should. It's like a full-length video. Some more faces. I don't know why this is here. Ignore that. But we got some more faces. This is a character by this account on YouTube, because I saw the design and I really liked the character, so I drew her. So yeah, I like this drawing. I'm not a big fan of this drawing, but it's okay. Not my favorite, but it's okay. Here we got some more heads, but they're 1 minute heads, so I drew all of these in a minute. Some of them I really like, some of them I don't really like, but overall I think it was a lot of fun. Looking back on these, they are kind of rough, but that's okay, because it was fun to do. Oh, and then this is probably my favorite page in the sketchbook. I spent so much time on it. This is a drawing that I found on Pinterest, but I kind of changed it. I changed it a lot, actually. But it is a drawing of a girl with her hand out, and it says, "Hello, Tokyo," and then it says, "Let's go." And yeah, I think it's really fun. I'm very proud of it. And yeah, let me know what you think. This page is very lazy. Once I finished, this was like the last drawing that I finished in the sketchbook, because I kept on coming back to it to finish it. It's watercolor, by the way. Yeah, I just didn't have any energy to do this page, so I just pasted a random doodle of me and moved on. My sister made these drawings for me. I think they're so cute, and yeah, I just did a bunch of random doodles and stuff and stuck in a bunch of random drawings, so I like this side profile a lot. I think it's nice. Here I drew Kiki and Gigi from Kiki's delivery service. Yeah, and then I drew an old ribbon that I gotten because it looked kind of cool, and a pose from Pinterest, so yeah, it was a good old time. Here is where I drew the, you can kind of see a little bit of the thumbnail in here, but I drew 2 of my favorite albums, but like characters inspired by them. So I drew Arctic Monkeys, just random, and then Charm by Clairo. Yeah, actually I kind of like this one more. This one's nice, but it felt kind of like obvious because the album cover already has a picture of Clairo in it, so I was kind of already inspired by her. So I like how I came up with a completely new design for this one, but yeah, they're fun. And then I do not like this face, so don't worry about that. And a bunch of random doodles that I made on a car ride. Here I just pasted in a bunch of stuff, very random, I know. And a bunch of random things also. I like these little drawings, they're cute. And then these were made with like metallic paints, but the metallics kind of faded, so I'm kind of sad about that. But yeah. Oh, I love this spread. I think it looks so pretty. I love this beetle, and even though I didn't like the face of this drawing, I still love that. And then we got some like swatch cards, and I love these drawings right here. This eyeball I think is so cool looking. I really want to do more sketchbook spreads in this style. I think it turned out very nicely. Oh, that is definitely falling off. I drew a drawing and then I cut it up and I mixed it, and I think it turned out kind of meh, but it was fun to experiment. So yeah, not my favorite spread, but it was still fun. Bunch of random stuff. Here is a little character named Astrid, a little bit of information about them. You guys might know, like, I think I made it in a live stream like a year ago, but it's just like a little star character. So yeah. Then we got a little collage. I love collaging. I think it's so much fun. I went to camp for a week and I had a lot of fun there. These are a bunch of drawings. It's very like bright. I don't really know how I feel about that, but I think it's okay. It's an okay page. And then in here we got a little frog that my friend drew, and another little frog that my friend drew, and some wrappers and a little leaf. So yeah. Here's a bunch of doodles I made. I was walking around a downtown area near me, and I drew stuff that I saw, except for a random face, but yeah. I wish the lines on the paper were a little less harsh because I want to be able to see the drawings more, but it's okay, and I like the stars. Here I drew an Eiffel Tower. I think I made a video about that. And then I drew some characters. They're very random, but I like the little page. I think it's cute. And then these are some pen doodles that I did while I was also walking around downtown another day, and I put some quotes in from Pinterest that I think really are important. And yeah, I love the doodles on this page, and the shading of like a ballpoint pen I think turned out very, very nice, so that's good. And then you guys have probably seen this video too. I did the line art and colored this little guy, oh, it's coming off, in like 2 separate parts, but I'm a big fan of the drawing. I think the lighting turned out nice, and I just slapped some color on the background and stuck it in. But this is the last drawing of the sketchbook, so we're almost there. And then we got a blank page, and then we got a bunch of random stickers that I stuck in to fill space. So yeah, kind of forgot about this blank spread, but I didn't really want to put anything here because of all the bulk in the middle. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the sketchbook tour. I sure did have a lot of fun sharing all my art with you, and thank you for everyone who stuck around while I was making the sketchbook, and I can't wait to start the next one. So yeah, again, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful for all of you, and right, again, like, let me know if you have any ideas for like if I should do like a draw this in your style, like another Q&A. Just let me know and I can do that. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day. Bye.